What up, music world, music kids out there? I am back for another album review. It is gonna be Lute West, um, 1996 Part Two. I'm gonna go back and check out his West, the first mixtape that he had out. Dreamville is so winning right now. Like, there's J Cole is so good at like bringing artists on his team and like he switches up his icon on his social media, promoting each other's album, and I think that's like something that's missing in this generation's hip hop because you'll see him and Kendrick Lamar post like they'll make their icon the picture of one of the artists that are on their label or in their crew. They'll post their album up instead of promoting self. Like they're very like unselfish when it comes to. They have the mentality of I want to see all my people win. Like it's bigger than me. Like I want to see everybody on my team, you know, be at the top basically. But let's get into this crazy real hip hop lyric album. So tracks are there's 11 tracks. I'm just gonna get into a few and like explain what I took from the whole album as a whole. But it starts off with like morning shift, and then home and still slumming. So home still slumming, ambitions, in home featuring Elevator J. Home, and then which home it goes into the song Get Up. And before I even heard Get Up, of course, when I was started off the album and I heard Home, I automatically said this is it, Outcast. Like this is giving me Outcast vibes. The get up and get out and get something. Like that's what played in my head. See, so he set that up like to play into that song, which features GQ Slaughter, and then Still Slumming, Ambitions, and then Crabs in a Barrel and Birds in a Bee. Those are just a few tracks that I really enjoyed on here, but the whole album is dope. Like Dreamville artists don't disappoint. Like you can tell everybody in that on that label is like they take their artistry, they take this business seriously. They don't conform to what's out there. They don't try to sound like somebody else. It's just dopeness all around. Like I'm not disappointed with nobody that's came out of Dreamville. But to me, his album is just summing up like the ups and downs and the struggle of being this 9 to 5 artist. Like you have a 9 to 5, but you're trying to work on your craft too, and you're trying to make it into the music industry, and you dealing with all these things at home, whether it be like your aunts and uncles surrounding you, some who give great wisdom, and like your grandparents also, if they're still around and living, you soak up that wisdom in the conversations that you have with them while you're still in the state of trying to make it. Of course, he's talking about when his daughter was born, how there was no room for BS, and basically he had to adapt to that becoming a parent right away, and just making sure his daughter was priority, and still continuing to pursue his dreams. And he also all artists, you have those friends that are around who you need to, why you ain't made it, and what they question the I don't know, the ride. Like they question your progress up to when you make it. And I think that's why he made sure he put like it sounded like a former manager or something like that. Um, Once he made it, it was like him basically saying, yeah, I told you we was gonna do this and da 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 da. And that's what seems to happen. Like you got these people that claim that they got you and they support you and what you do, and they claim they want to see you win, but their actions don't show that. And then when you do get to where you want to be at in life, not just necessarily as a rapper, singer, just in life in general, when people see you become become successful and you're no longer in that struggling state, then it's like, oh yeah, that's my dude. Like I've been down since day one, since they was struggling. It's like, nah, bro, you really ain't been with me like that. You really, your actions speak louder than your words. You really ain't been rocking with me like that. You was questioning my struggle and my drive and ability to succeed at what I want to pursue. Like people don't really be you got people around you that you consider real friends who you think are your real friends, but they really ain't rocking with you like that. And you can tell, like, you just gotta listen to some of the stuff that they say and how the little smart remarks that they might say to you. Like, you gotta pay attention to that when you surround yourself with these so-called friends. You gotta pay attention to everything that comes out of their mouth and their actions, because it shows a lot. Like, I don't see how people be like, well, I didn't really, you know, I really thought that they was my friend. No, there was some flags, there was some signs that showed that they really weren't rocking with you like that. But yeah, this is basically what I'm taking from his album. He's just, because I think when people see artists get signed to a big record label or get signed to an artist like J. Cole or K.Dot, they like, oh, they made it. About time. No, they did make it. Like as far as getting signed, but you still gotta hustle. You still gotta grind. I don't think you ever, um, whether you are in the music industry or working a 9 to 5 or just came out of college and you pursuing your career, you don't never get comfortable. You don't never stop grinding to get to even I think when you're at the top of success or you think is success, you still feel like you got to do more. Like there's more to be done. You still gotta, something still has to happen. Like you don't never feel, how you say it? I'm looking for the word. It's at the tip of my tongue. What is it? You never feel satisfied. Lord, like brain fart. But you never feel satisfied. So yeah, that's basically my summing up of his album. Like this is, and it's so hip hop. It's so hip hop. When people say stuff like, and I say it's on my album reviews all the time, like people always, there ain't no real hip hop artists like that no more. Like they don't exist. All these mumble rappers. And I'm like, who are y'all listening to? Y'all turn the radio off. Something, because how are y'all not hearing? How do you not know about artists like him? Like you keep saying there's no real hip hop, but you ain't checking for it, because this album that was this what I'm reviewing, it took me back to those hip hop days. Like I'm an '80s baby, and I wasn't even really around for like the Wu-Tang and stuff, like when they first started off, because of course I was like a baby, or I wasn't old enough to witness that era of hip hop, but I was an '80s baby, so I got to witness Nas and all the other great artists when hip hop was still good hip hop. But now in this generation, there's only like a select group that still, for me anyway, still represents that good hip hop feel. And with this album, I definitely felt it. Like I felt it came back, like that real hip hop feel. It came back, like I felt it. So If you check this album out, which I know y'all have because you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't, just tell me, what y'all's favorite tracks are, and like, comment, subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. It's your choice. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Let's love a little bit more. Can we do that? Is that possible? Can we love a little bit more out here? Because there's too much hate. So love a little bit more, less hate. Again, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll holler at y'all later. More album reviews and EPs to go. I hate saying EPs, but yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. Peace.